Yes, man. Greetings, my people. I just want to say love is the answer, unification is the power, Yeah, man. My name is Dr. Shaka, aka Nazarene, founder and lead singer of the Born Africans. Yeah, I just want to say there is a lot of misconceptions going on right now as we speak. Misinformation actually in the music industry. So yeah, and I thought maybe it would be good for me to come out as well and say my beat because when this thing happened, there was a lot of people around it. Yeah, there was the Born Africans, which is the group that I'm part of, and then there was other groups like Black Nature, Fugitives, Benjamin Maslabi, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. I just want to make one thing clear: the Born Africans were definitely the trailblazers of the music industry at that time. But prior to us coming, there was a lot of other people also that played their part and their role greatly in terms of making it an industry, basically. Yeah, because looking at Gambian music history, it goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? We're talking all the way back to the 50s, basically. Because if you go all the way back to 57, we'll be talking about Super Eagles, then branching off to Ifambondi, and then, the story goes on, and along the way, we know a lot of legends also played their role greatly. Great legends like Musa, our Papa, Musa Afyangom, and all them people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, great legends like our Papa, Paps Ture, yeah, Papa Badu Job, and, many other artists, to mention a few, you know what I'm saying? So once it passes the time, then, you got great singers like Jaliba Kuyate, you got Maslow, you have Usunjai Senior, Papa Usunjai Senior, you had Usulayon Jai, you know what I'm saying? You had Demba Konta, you had, a lot of artists then came to our generation, basically, as I was saying before, the Born Africans, Black Nature, Fugitives, Benjabi, Maslapi, Adaji, and many other people. Yeah, for real, man, Slam J, Pose, and, them kind of people and all that, there was a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Even by then, the Pepe House crew and all of them were surfacing as well, you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of people played their role, and after our time as well, it came to the time that the Smiling Coast was released in the Gambia, when you had rhythm, basically, by MJ, the late MJ, may Allah have mercy on him, and grant him Jannatul Firdaus. That was a real humble youth, because I know him personally, T. Banton would tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, man. And then, that's when a lot of artists also surfaced, artists basically like Jalex, artists like Jaibi, you name it. A lot of artists, Heartbreaker, you name it. Great artists, you know what I'm saying? And, in the days of Singate, in the days of, a lot of other artists, then that also went on to all the way back to the generation that we are here now, having ST, Jizzle, Attack, and, Zindala, and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see? So basically, I believe that nobody